What is up, you guys? This is Clayster bringing you a YouTube video. This one is actually going to be a vlog, just talking about, my release from OpTic Gaming and my next steps moving into, Team Envious. And, I don't know really where to start with this video. This is a little hard for me to put it all into a timeline for you guys. So I'm going to just kind of spitball it and just go at it, and hopefully there's some semblance of continuity, yeah, in this video. So basically, after G3 or Dallas, I can't remember which one it was. I think after G3, I knew that something was up, and then after Dallas, I didn't know until uh, after Dallas, and then I wake up one morning, you have this 5 missed calls from Nate Shot and Hex, and a bunch of texts, and you're like, oh, well, you immediately know what's going on. If they're texting you before noon, you immediately know what's going on because they normally don't do that. So basically, they told me I was off the team, that that they wanted to take a different direction in the team, and they wouldn't tell me who or why. They just said they wanted to change. And it sucked. I was really upset the whole day. I wasn't mad. I wasn't like angry. I was more sad than anything that I didn't do enough to secure my spot on the roster, because I've worked my entire Call of Duty career to get to OpTic Gaming, and to be dropped from the team, it's kind of like a dagger. But it hurt really bad that day. And then about 4 or 5 hours later, after they told me this, I thanked them all for letting me on the team, for giving me the opportunity, blah blah. They texted me and said, "Hey, we made a mistake. We want you back." And they said that it was a mistake, but basically what happened is their roster changes fell through. You guys probably know who it is. It's not. I don't really know 100% who it is, but I bet you guys can guess who me and Proofy were getting dropped for. And then, they said we wanted me back on the team. I thought about it a lot. It's like, all right, whatever. I'll play it out to the end of Ghost, at least with you guys till the end of season 3. Hopefully we can work something out. Hopefully we can win one of these tournaments and keep me on this team, because I really like playing with these guys. I really enjoy being on this organization. And then unfortunately we didn't have the best placings in Nashville. Fifth, sixth in Nashville, and then we got fourth at season 3 playoffs. And it was kind of like I knew the inevitable was happening after we didn't get first in one of those tournaments. I knew that I would be released at some point. I didn't know when that was going to be. I didn't know like what time frame it was, if it was even going to happen, but I knew that it was going to happen at some point. And when they ended up, so we've been playing AW for a couple days, and we hadn't been scrimming, and so that kind of put it in my head like, oh, something's up. Every time I asked Nate to play, he was playing with someone else in tournaments, and same with Scump, and eventually got to the point where I was like, oh, okay, so it's about to happen now since the rosters are unlocked. So I heard from a third-party source, I'm not going to tell you guys who, about Formal declaring himself on the OpTic team for MLG, and this was before they even told me. And me and Nate had been talking about replacing Proofy on the team. And if Nate usually makes all the decisions on the team, like, I'm not putting it all on him. Like, Scump obviously has to say yes to it. Hex has to say yes or no. But even if they both say no and Nate wants it to happen, it's going to happen. And I'm not putting me and Proofy getting dropped on him, because, if it wasn't working, it wasn't working. If you need to change the scenery, you need to change the scenery. I'm not saying it was all on his part that we got dropped, but if he wants something to happen, it's going to happen. And me and him have been talking about Proofy getting dropped and replaced by somebody else other than Formal. So when I heard Formal declared, I knew it was going to happen, because it's like, oh, we've been talking about this other person this entire time about replacing Proof, and then Formal's now on the team, so I wonder who's getting replaced. Obviously not going to be Scumpy, obviously not going to be Nate Shot. So, I texted him, I was like, yo, I hear some rumors going around. I just wanted to know what was up. I wanted you to tell me straight up if they're true or not, because so I can make moves, so I can start planning ahead instead of being left in the dirt with no team when all the teams pick up players. So go ahead and shoot me straight, tell me what's up, and let me know if I'm dropped or not. I just want to settle these rumors I've been hearing. So they texted me back like the next morning, or maybe later that night, and we're like, hey, unfortunately the rumors are true. We're decided to go a different way. Thank you for your time in the organization, all that stuff. And the reasons they gave me were, I guess, valid reasons. They just said they wanted a change. Like, we've been teaming for since January, so 10 months now we've been teaming, uh, almost exactly 10 months we teamed together. And that's a long time to be on one team. That was about how long my stint was on Complexity. And then, going into OpTic, another 10-month stint. And obviously there was TK in between there where I only played one event, but that was just kind of like a stepping point for me, just to have a team for that event when there was no spots available on other teams. And, it was just kind of like, I'll move this camera up a little bit for you guys. And it was just, it didn't hurt as much this time when I got dropped. I kind of was just like, oh, okay. Well, I knew it was going to happen. And it sucks. You think I'd be a little more upset about it, but after having it for the first time and then having to play for, since August, so what is that? Almost 3 months, or 2 months with, you know, basically the knowledge that I was going to be dropped, eventually it kind of made it hurt a lot less. And that might seem a little weird, but if like when it first happened, like I made a Gaiazo the other day, yesterday actually, of the video I recorded and uploaded prior, like when they first told me I got dropped in that 5 hour time period where they dropped me and then they wanted me back, and they basically like I watched the video because I have it unlisted or I have it private on my YouTube channel. I was just waiting for them to make the announcement before I made it public. And I watched it, and you can like hear me getting all choked up, and you can like see my eyes getting all misty, and it wasn't, it was really really upsetting for me. I was just really sad, more so than anything. And watching that video compared to how I'm talking now and how I'm discussing this with you guys now is a lot different. I was thinking about releasing that video just to show you guys, how much it really meant to me getting dropped from this team. But I think it's unnecessary drama and unneeded. And maybe I'll show it one day, like down the road when all this is past, and just be like, hey, look at this video that I made when I got dropped from OpTic or like 8 months ago or something like that. But as it stands right now, I don't believe I'll upload it right now. It's just a lot of, it's just unnecessary drama. And it wasn't me like shit talking. It wasn't me, roasting anyone. It was just me speaking from the heart and being true to you guys like I am now. But it was a lot more upsetting then than it is now. And there wasn't really any other reasons given. But you think about a team, um, that they're putting together right now, and it's Nade, excuse me, Nade playing OBJ. Then you got Scump slaying, you got Formal slaying, and then whoever their fourth is, which I'm pretty sure it's going to be somebody from EG. And if you think about it, they're not going to pick up Aches, they're not going to pick up Teep, and they're not going to pick up Dito. So who does that leave? It leaves Crim. So it's like you think about that team. Crim and Scump are two of the best players I've ever teamed with in Call of Duty, and I would say they are the best players I have ever teamed with in Call of Duty. Scump a little more on the raw talent side, and Crim a little more in the mental side. But they're two of the most intelligent, or two of the best players I've ever played with. And so having them two on the same team, I've never teamed with Formal. So, but he climbed his way from Primal 1 year ago at Columbus. He was on Primal, barely getting top 16, and then now on OpTic Gaming, after climbing his ranks through everybody. He's got to be good. He's got to have something, that fire inside of him to prove that he is one of the best in Call of Duty. And so props to him. I'm not really mad at him, not really mad at whoever takes the other spot. I'm not even mad at Nade, Scump, or any of the guys in OpTic. They did a great thing for me. I was really, you know, excited to be a part of the Green Wall, or the mortar of the Green Wall, if you will. And it was a really fun time I had over there in OpTic. I had a blast, doing the Red Bull training. I had so much fun, interacting with the fans, the crowd. So much fun just hanging out at the house with these guys, watching movies and stuff. And I'll never forget some of those moments we had together. And it's just time for an end of it. And I would definitely be open to the idea, maybe a year down the road, after I'm done, gaming or whatever, to take some or to take some kind of management spot, or I don't have any ill feelings or ill will towards any of those guys on OpTic. They made a business decision. This is a business that we do. You guys think it's just gaming, it's friendships, it's loyalty. It's none of that. I won a tournament and I got dropped. We placed decently well and I got dropped. And so your spot's always in jeopardy. If somebody feels they want to make a move, want to make a business decision, then that's what they're going to do. And that's the only way to succeed in this world. So I'm not too sure what else to say. I just wanted to thank all of you supporters, of me, of you guys in the Green Wall that supported me, of all my people coming into my stream chat, everybody that will continue to support me on my move to Envious. With that being said, I have moved to Team Envious. I joined up with Merc, Nameless, and JCap. I really feel like this squad has the best chance of winning a championship out of any of the ones that offered me one, and just about every other team offered me a spot other than OG. And it's just kind of like, who do I think is going to win the most championships? Because that's what I want to do this year. I want to make AW my bitch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to win just as many tournaments this year as I did with Complexity and Black Ops 2. And I just want to get a couple more W's. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to be doing this gaming thing. I love it. It's my passion, but you don't know. It's just I don't know how much longer I'm going to be doing it. So I want to get a couple more W's under the belt, win a couple more tournaments, possibly get a world championship under the belt. I think that's all I'm missing at this point. I've got a UMG, an MLG, a Gfinity, an ESWC, an X Games. There's not very many more tournaments to win other than COD Championships, and this is a squad that I feel like has the best opportunity to win at COD Championships. So thanks to those dudes over at Envy and Hastro, the owner, for picking me up, bringing me on board, giving me an opportunity to bring some W's to the Envious name. And I think that's about it. So once again, thank you all you guys who've been supporting me since my start at Unite, since my start at Complexity, since my start in TK, wherever you started OpTic. Like, thank you guys for supporting me, for continuing to watch my videos, for continuing to come to my stream, and it's something that I really do appreciate. The outpouring of support after I got dropped was something I didn't expect, and it's something that was really, really heartwarming to me, and it made the transition a lot easier, seeing all these people on my side, all these people, saying like, wow, I can't believe this, like, and it was the same thing after Complexity, but it wasn't so, people didn't like have that big of an attachment to me in Complexity, because a lot of people saw us as the villains over there. So then when I got dropped from OpTic, all the people were like, "Oh no, he's the hero now," and then he's getting dropped. And I definitely have matured in this past year a lot. You can tell by the way I speak, by the way I interact with people, by the way I just go about certain things. And OpTic has helped me grow as a person, grow as a player, grow as a personality. And it's something I'll never forget. So thank all you guys over at the Green Wall. Thank you all the guys that have stuck with me from the start. Thank all of y'all that will continue to stick with me wherever I go. And that's really, I can't say enough about that. I've thanked you guys like 6 or 7 times in this video already, but it's something that really, really means a lot to me. And I hope you guys, realize that, because I want to put it forward and out there that I couldn't do any of this without you guys. Like, if I got dropped and everybody was just roasting me, I don't know how much longer I could do this gaming thing. So thank you guys so much for the support. It truly, truly means the world to me. So I'll see you guys next time. I'll be uploading daily content by daily content. You guys know how I am with my YouTube. I have plenty of videos I need to upload shortly. They're all saved, but I'll get them uploaded tomorrow after this vlog gets up today. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Much love. Peace out.